Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And we are underway here in England.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Here's Elliott. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up second and 2.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. They'll run with Elliott. And he'll get it down here to the 43. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
On first and 10, Prescott. And that's Elliott, complete. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and it'll be second down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
So second and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. This is Elliott. They're able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, and you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
On third down, Elliott. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be fourth down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this third down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
He's got the leg, but it's no good. He missed it right, and this will remain a scoreless game. So it's an empty trip downfield there as they get a missed field goal on fourth down.
And I didn't see anything in the setup. It's a good snap, good hold.
Yep.
He just pushed it, and that one never wanted to come back.
So after the missed long field goal attempt, this offense set up nicely at the 44-yard line.
He's checking. Mike 48. Let's make these babies cry all the way. Let's make these babies cry.
And the former Heisman winner, this is Mark Ingram. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Not today, you are. Not today. 48.
On second and very short, Jackson. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
An incomplete pass on second down leads us to 3rd and inches.
Let's go.
They'll try to run for the first with Ingram. And an out. There goes Mark Ingram. Past the 20. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Ingram, 46 yards. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Well, they were just hoping that run would pick up the first. They got the whole enchilada.
And I'm so used to teams on 3rd down, doesn't matter how far they need for a first down, throwing the ball. Instead, they run it, and as you said, picked up the first down, and then some, and then some. In fact, everything, all the way for a touchdown. Terrific play.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Prescott now from the 50. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Amari Cooper, 50 yards. As his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Extra point by Marr, up and good. And they take the lead here at 7-6. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They'll run with Ingram here to begin the drive. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They'll fake the give to Ingram. Now Jackson. Open man is the tight end, Nick Boyle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Jackson now, throwing again. Being chased out left. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Jackson from the shotgun. And an alley to run. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 23 yards on the tuck and run.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier in this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got to start thinking about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure someone is there waiting for him to take off.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
Incomplete. It leads to 2nd and 10.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Oh, yeah. Here we go again. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
Now Jackson going to throw again. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Byron Jones on the coverage.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. On 3rd down, Jackson into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And he will be brought down, but he's got the interception on the final play of this first quarter. After one, a 1-point game, 7-6. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Good. 57. Mike, 57. Let's go. Here we go, 47. Let's 57. Go. Rip left. 57 to Mike. 26.
Throwing. Prescott. That one complete to Elliott. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Push him back. Under. 57. Kill. 47. 26.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And Elliott trying to work his way forward, but it looks like he did not make it. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. A special teams mistake there, no doubt. Just 26 yards officially on the punt. And the Ravens set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already. Quick throw taken in by Snead.
Jackson's pass. Snead. Out of bounds at the 37-yard line. A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
They run. It's Mark Ingram. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. But I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Ingram. Tackle made there by Chidobe Awuzie.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They go play action now. Jackson hit, and he lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And on third down, the Cowboys bring in an extra defensive back. From the gun, it's Jackson. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. Now Justin Tucker. He has hit from 61 in his career, so he has the leg for this. And this will be spotted on the other side of the field. It's a 61-yard attempt. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. A good start to the drive. Here's that's caught out on the left side. Cooper fast with the feet. A big play there on the catch and run. 57 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
A first down carry by Elliott. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Matt Judon there to bring him down.
46. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 14-yard line.
Then we're going to 52. 57's the mic. 57's the mic. Hey, me and you all day. All day. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. 57's the mic. Watch 57. I'm coming.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Prescott. Accelerating, and off he goes. He's at the 30. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. Charles, I'm looking at you, and understandably your mouth is wide open in disbelief. What were they thinking?
That's going to be one of the great mysteries, but I do know this. When they went out on offense, I will guarantee they told them, don't just make anticipatory throws. Make sure you see it before you throw it. Didn't happen here.
Trying to protect that lead, and now they gave it up. John Harbaugh thought about it, and now his guys are going to go for the 2-point conversion. Jackson fakes the give and keeps it. It's complete to Snead. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
The Cowboys take over first down at their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. Cooper was the target there, and now it's second down.
So I guess that answers the question whether or not they want him throwing it again right away after throwing the pick six on the previous drive.
Yeah, not something conservative or underneath. Pretty big shot right there.
Get him right back in the saddle and said, go ahead and sling it, big guy.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Let's go, D. Big series right here. We got to step it up. We go 46, 46. That's 36. 36 to Mike. I'm here all day. Mike, 36. Mike, 36. Sweat. Hey. I'm going to come back to you. Watch 36. There we go. Kill. Mike, 36. Mike, 36. 26.
Prescott to throw it. Trying for Cooper again. This time he finds it. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
I think it's pretty safe to say that initially they had to be thinking about trying to get into field goal range. But after that shot right there, they've got to be thinking bigger right now.
And that was probably their thought offensively. If we hit this, great, let's go for the end zone. If not, settle for a field goal. Looks like they can try to hit pay dirt. So the big play gets them across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Kill. You ain't got nothing. Check 48's the mic. Check 48's the mic. 47. 26.
Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked out and incomplete. Defensively, that's Earl Thomas, the all-pro safety, knocking it free. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Watch 36. 36 to Mike. All day, baby. All day. Here we go, 46. Mike, 36. Lobo, 36. I'm on. Watch 36. 36 to Mike. Yeah. Here we go. Going to 54.
They just get the play off. Now Prescott. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. From the shotgun again to Elliott. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the first down marker. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Here now, Brett Maher. He hit from 62 in his rookie season of 2018. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And that is no good. Hit it well from distance, but he couldn't work it back in, and this score will stay right where it is. And that's the risk of the long field goal miss here at this stage of the second quarter. You give up great field position.
And that gives them one more opportunity to make something happen and something big. And we've seen crazy stuff happen at the end of halves.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now Jackson on first down. Flush to his right. He'll run it. He'll get just a yard on the scramble at second down.
He's taken out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
Ready. Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Hey, look, 48. Hey, we don't match the 48 right now. Let's go. Coming. Check, 48's the mic. Check, 48.
Looking to throw again on second down. Jackson, catch is made by Marquise Brown. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout called. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. This from 54 yards away. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. This from 54 yards away. And that is no good. He gave it a good run. That wasn't more than a foot or so wide to the left. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. As they say here in London, all to play for as we are back underway in the second half. This will be taken short. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It'll be a loss of a yard, and they'll be facing a 3rd and 12. Now it's Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DeMarcus Lawrence, his second sack of the night.
That would be exactly what they were looking for coming out to start the third quarter. Get a sack, get off the field, get the momentum going in their direction.
Get the ball back to your offense, right? Get that momentum because, hey, this lead is very, very slim. Here's Austin. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Cowboys are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10. They'll try and get the running game going with Elliott. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Watch the slant. Watch the slant. Watch the slant.
Again, it's Elliott. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down. So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Elliott. He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. On 3rd down, Elliott. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. Boy, that's a 5-yard loss. 4th down now. So on 4th down, on comes the Dallas kicker, Brett Maher. The kick by Maher is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So a decent drive there to start the 3rd quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Ingram again. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
And the Cowboys here on third down bringing in an extra defensive back.
Check 24. Check 55. Mark 55. I'm coming. I'm coming. I'm coming.
Play action. It's Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Leighton Vander Esch wreaking havoc with a sack.
Like how they've started the third quarter here. They force a punt on the first drive, and after this sack, it looks like they'll be forcing another one as well.
Absolutely. Maybe got their second win coming out of the locker room. Here's Sam Cook now as he'll kick it away for the second time. Now this is going to work out well as it's out of bounds near the 13-yard line.
At their own 13-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the three-point kick.
He's got a man complete. The 30. 10. Touchdown, Cowboys. Tavon Austin. 87 yards, and the Cowboys have retaken the lead.
Partner, you know what the real key is to stopping a good passing attack?
You tell me.
Being able to tackle as soon as a guy catches the football.
Didn't work out there.
No, because when you give up the big run after catch, the rack yardage, that puts your defense in a big-time stressful position.
A lot of rack yardage and a touchdown there on the big play. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
You're not ready. You're not ready. Check. Check.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. To throw is Jackson. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that's caught inside the 30. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Marquise Brown, 63 yards. And the Ravens have once again taken the lead. Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the fourth quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and then following through. All the way through. Go ahead and throw one more up there. Why not?
Been a great game, and we are not done yet. This time, the extra point up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will be taken very short. And he'll return this one all the way onto the other side of the field. The fullback comes through with a big play there.
And when you're facing a deficit on the scoreboard, you're just looking for something to get you right back into the game, and that's the spark that they were looking for. They got it with that big return.
Here we go. Okay, just like that. Just like that.
They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there, because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14.
You ain't doing nothing today. You ain't doing nothing.
Prescott. And he hits Jason Witten, the tight end. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. A big play here for Dallas. 52 yards.
First and goal at the 1-yard line.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. It's a keeper with Prescott, and he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Dak Prescott keeping it himself from a yard out as his guys are able to regain the lead. Nice job of polishing off that drive, but all the credit there goes to that play prior.
Yeah, it certainly does, because after that big play, I think resistance almost felt futile at that point, didn't it? And the very next play, they come right back, quick, fast, and in a hurry, and put it in the end zone.
Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that gives them a 3-point lead. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Steps away to his left. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
So many times we talk about having good eye discipline when you're playing defense, making sure your eyes are in the proper place on a given play. Looks like that discipline came to the front there, didn't it? They were able to hold him for a short gain when he took off running.
Safety screaming. Mike the hole. Mike 5-4.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Jackson. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Xavier Woods with a pick. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slim lead. Operate within your 4-minute offense here, Charles?
Definitely. Remember, the 4-minute offense doesn't always correspond to what's up on the clock. What they need to do is play a little bit of keep away right now. Run the clock down. Make sure their opponent doesn't get the ball back. Their dream scenario, get enough first downs and make them eat up their timeouts so the game ends when you're kneeling down with the football.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
I can't believe they even let you play.
They keep on the ground with Elliott. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Another carry tonight for the workhorse Elliott. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
It's easy work. It's coming again.
They'll try the sweep with Elliott. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now. Charles, defensively, 1 timeout left. Do you use it here, or do you let it roll to the 2-minute warning?
I would use it here because you're going to get the 2-minute warning stoppage as well. And then that means you have to snap the ball again. Something could happen. Something could go awry. You could get the ball back. I wouldn't let it run.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. On the left hash, officially it's called a 51-yard attempt. The kick by Marr is good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. So we race the flag. They decline it.
And did they use the big eraser, or was that the one at the end of the number 2 pencil?
Well, I was thinking the 2x2-inch ones that you can buy and use in addition to the pencil.
And those last forever.
A long time.
No doubt.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. He's back to throw, and he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. So down 6, and they know they need this one on fourth down.
That's right, baby. They don't want it.
Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down.
Check four. Watch out. Shift.
They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone.
Here we go. Watch the slant.
They'll run on first down. It's Elliott, and he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. So they come up on second down, and they can get another run like we just saw. Would likely put an end to this thing. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. It's 1st and goal and a late touchdown at this stage. Could officially salt this one away. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal at the 4-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, 2nd and goal. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down, 3 yards in the wrong direction.
It's now 4th down and goal.
And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these two teams meet. But until then, this game's over. Well, a little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored.
I was waiting to shine. My father taught me don't be soft, so now I'm taking what's mine. I define myself as ambitious, young black.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL is in Houston, in the Space City at NRG Stadium. The scene.
This ain't nothing for the pack. Got 16 sitting in the lap. Whole squad all dressing all black. Every single last one of them got my back. Hey, 20 of us, that's 20 goons. And ice cream whip, triple school. I got 3 strikes, ain't got to lose. When it's all on the line, what you gonna do? Come on, I'm highly favored. Don't wanna play me, no conversation, ain't got time for no debating. It's for the taking, no hesitation. don't try my patience. I'ma pull out 1 foot and set, boy, till there's nothing left. On a run to the bread until we all got them baguettes. Hear them footsteps coming, cause we coming for the check. We ain't gon' run, no we don't hide. I could never switch, not a day in my life. Knows my dogs, they by my side.
Well, the NFL on EA Sports has moved across the Atlantic to the capital city of London, England. Coming up, another edition of the NFL International Series, and it should be a good one between the Baltimore Ravens and the Dallas Cowboys. Justin Tucker set to boom this one away, and we are underway here in London. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Here we go. 57 to Mike. Hey, keep it up. Keep it up.
Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott, and he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it, because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. Out of the gun, it's Elliott. And he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6.
We're going to 54 right here. Hey, kill.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first. Prescott on 1st down. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first. Prescott looks to throw on 1st. And that's Elliott, complete. Not able to go anywhere that time. 2nd down. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. And again, it's Prescott. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it. They love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. Now Dak on the option left. He may try and run for this. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. The keeper good for only 4, and that's going to lead to a 4th down. Here now, Brett Maher. He hit from 62 in his rookie season of 2018. This will be spotted just shy of midfield, a 59-yard attempt. And this one is right down Broadway. And the Cowboys are going to jump out to a 3-0 lead. So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. After the made field goal, Maher back out there to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. A running play there, going to get 10 and a quick first down. Ten yards there, good enough for a Raven first down.
And at Baltimore, first down. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
Mike's 54. Hey, defense, let's go. 54 is Mike, 54 is Mike. Check, watch 54, watch 54. Watch the screen. Joker. Shit.
Jackson to throw again. This will be caught by Brown. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown, 65 yards. And the Ravens have taken the lead. Justin Tucker for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will be fielded at the 6. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. On the counter, Elliott. And unable to get downhill there, so he'll take this up to about the 37. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second.
A gain of a yard on the play brings up 3rd and 4.
The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on third. Prescott from the gun. Trying to get it to Cobb, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski. And that means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
Tucker with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. After one, a 14-3 ball game. Raven football here as we begin quarter number 2, as we'll see one following the score on the final play before break. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they gave up the pick six, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up. But you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful, because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
Mike, come on, baby. Let's see what you got. Here we go, 47. 48. Under. 48, come on. Then we're going to 53. 26.
Now on second and 16. Prescott toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. A former first-round pick, Marlon Humphrey, there to get a hand on it.
There are a good number of coaches at any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
The Cowboys on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 16.
Go. Get out there. Hey, kill.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And he'll have his man. That's Cooper. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one goes for 29 yards on third down. Elliott. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. A gain of 3, second down.
He's across midfield with a 49-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 49-yard line.
That's what I do. Mike, 36. Mike, 36. Come on.
From just shy of midfield, Prescott dancing to his left. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Brandon Carr on the coverage there.
Quick hands that time to knock that one away. It sure looked like a short touchdown, but able to get a good break on the football and force the incompletion.
The Cowboys on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Jihad Ward in there to get him for a loss of 3, and it will be 4th down. So the field goal unit is coming on here, and boy, this is going to be darn near impossible. This kick to shatter the NFL record, a 69-yard attempt. And why the field goal team is still out there is beyond me. Time to reconsider after the delay. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. So on 4th down, here's Chris Jones to punt it away. Back deep is DeAnthony Thomas. Returnable for Thomas. Oh, able to avoid him. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. Jackson from the shotgun. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. From the gun, it's Jackson. He almost had it. The big D lineman nearly had an interception. Instead, it falls down incomplete.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the gun, Jackson. Forced out to his left. Big hold of the 30. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a first down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big-time play.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. Following the pickup of 4, here's second and 6. And this is going to be incomplete. Anthony Brown right there to knock it away.
This defense could use some more of these types of plays. How about him reading it, driving on the football, and he's right there for the pass breakup.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
Slam. Watch the safety.
Here's Jackson operating from the gun. Blitz coming, and down he goes. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. Fans, a reminder, I have a note card here that says ad-lib halftime preview. So I guess let's do just that as we'll hand things over to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando when this one reaches halftime. Did I do okay?
You did great. Not a bad job.
Hey.
Writing down your ad-libs.
If you print it I'm going to read it. I'm Brandon Gaudin. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Cowboys will take over here at the 20. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 21-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Watch time.
Play fake. Here's Prescott. That's complete to Kyle. And out across midfield down to the 45. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Off the play fake, Prescott. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. To throw is Prescott, eluding the pressure right. And now he's going to use his legs. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the 1st down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Good. Under. The mic. Check. 48's the mic. You go night. Still go night.
Here's Prescott. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
I know for us it's fun, and it's not so much fun for the rookie receivers when we see them coming into the league and we're going to training camps. You see them working on getting 2 feet down instead of 1. But the best ones train in college trying to get 2 down instead of 1, so the transition's a little bit less. In this case, though, wasn't able to complete it anyway.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line.
Go. Get out there.
Looking to throw. Prescott. Got an open man, the tight end, Jarwin. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. A 2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3.
Hey, we don't like the 48 right now. Let's go. Hey, I'm coming after you. Check. 48's the mic. Check. 48's the mic. I'm here all day.
Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. This to Jarwin. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. The first opportunity in the red zone for the Cowboys. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 17.
Here we go, 47. 48 Mike. 48 Mike. Let's go, D. Echo, echo. 48. 48 to Mike. Here we go, D. Switch. Switch it, hey. All day. Here we go, 46. 46.
They just get the play off. Now Prescott. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 9-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. As they say here in London, all to play for as we are back underway in the second half. This will be fielded at the 6. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Jackson fakes the give and keeps it. Jackson going to get this out to Brown. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 11 yards there, first down. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Jackson fakes the give and keeps it. And it's incomplete, broken up. But there is a flag down. Let's see what that's about. Well, that's one of the drawbacks of running the RPO. If those linemen go into run block mode, you can't throw it if they're more than a yard downfield. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Jackson fakes the give and keeps it. A quick throw here out to Brown. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
Set the tone, defense. Let's go. Check 37. Check 37.
Jackson fakes the give and keeps it. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, it's going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. A give to Elliott. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Here's 2nd and 7.
Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense.
They go to Elliott again. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
We got 3, fellas. We got 3.
1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
57's the night. Watch 57. I'm scared. Check. 6 guys. Check 6 guys.
On 1st down, it's Elliott. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Marlon Humphrey with the tackle defensively.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Rush in. Rush in.
Check Mike 57. Mike 57.
10th carry now for Elliott. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. 12 yards there and a 1st down. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Gun. 57. Mike 57.
Now Elliott. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Elliott, toss right. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal.
Check cross.
There we go. Kill. There we go.
They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. Buying time to his left. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. So with a 4th and goal looming, we hit the end of 3 quarters of play. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Ravens 14, Cowboys 3.
Marr able to put this one through. And a second field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive.
At the 28-yard line.
48's Mike. 48's Mike. Come to my world. We want it. Come to my world. Watch that. Switch. Run it.
On 2nd and 7, Jackson. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's 3rd down.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead, you've got to protect it, and he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, 4th quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, huh?
The Ravens on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
You got motion man right there. 54's Mike. Check. Watch 54. Focus, defense, focus. Check. Fresno. Watch the twist.
To throw is Jackson. From the gun, he'll throw. On the move to his left. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
All right, partner, I'm a defender, but I've got to express my admiration there. Moving around, making it happen, and instead of worrying about protecting himself, he goes and gets the first down. I've got to give it to him on that one.
Normally, you don't want your guy taking shots, your quarterback, but it's winning time here in the 4th quarter. If he needs to make those plays with the legs, go ahead, right?
Yeah, no doubt about it. At this stage of the game, all protections, they're off.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Lucky. 36.
Operating from the gun, Jackson. It's complete to Snead. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
6 more yards. That's another Baltimore first down. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Jackson fakes the give and keeps it. Out to Roberts here on the quick pass. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
At the 31-yard line.
What we got?
From the 31, Jackson, and an alley to run. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 18. This is Ingram on 1st and 10. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. The tackle was made by Michael Bennett. Well, no doubt here in the 4th quarter, this is a huge defensive series.
Hey, they can read the scoreboard. They realize if they give up a field goal here, this game might be out of reach. They understand the stakes and are playing accordingly.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
And now offensively, it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now, the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. He's going to find his tight end, Boyle. And he'll only get this to the 14 as he'll come up well short of the first down. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Justin Tucker on for the field goal.
And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And that will extend their lead here to 17-6. A big one there. That gives them a little cushion and makes it a 2-score game.
Yeah, bled a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Ready? 48th month. Watch the curl, watch the curl, watch the curl.
After the interception, here's Jackson. Snead's got it. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Throwing is Jackson. Brought in left side by Snead. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. It's caught by Roberts. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. That's good for a Raven first down, 15 yards there. From the red zone now, here's Jackson on first down. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack.
Kill, turn up. Check.
Now Jackson under pressure again, and down he goes again. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens.
48th month. Squeeze, double. Check, hot route. Hot. Tight dog. Rush. 48th to Mike. Check right.
There's Jackson on 3rd and long. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. All right, Charles, as a former defensive back, how disheartening to actually catch it but just not be able to stay in bounds there defensively.
Well, extremely, because you know the rap against us defenders is that we're frustrated offensive guys who can't catch. And he caught it. Just couldn't get his feet down in bounds. It's that second part that finished off the play for him.
So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Marching in for the sack, Matthew Judon. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. On play action, Prescott. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
47.
57. Mike, 57. I'm coming.
Go, get out there.
Mike's 57. 57's Mike. Defense wins championships, baby. 57's the Mike.
Here go 46.
Bring it. 26.
Now Prescott. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. Cooper was the intended target.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it. Oh, Jackson's going to throw it. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. The Cowboys signal for their third and final timeout as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Now it's Jackson. Being chased out left. He's going deep for Brown. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Hollywood Brown, the intended receiver, and it's third down.
I know the initial focus was on how far that pass was downfield, but how about the coverage on the play? Able to stay with him, get his hands where the receiver's hands were going to try and catch the ball, tips it up in the air, and knocks it away.
48 Mike. 48 Mike. I hope you brought your lips because I'm about to throw.
Jackson now, throwing on third and long. And that will be incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
And darn right, they did something to disrupt that timing.
Here's Sam Cook now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. That'll be a 44-yard boot, just a yard on the return as he's covered up quickly. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for what has happened during the game in this sequence here. Maybe you hand it off and let someone run the ball if you so choose. But otherwise, just kneel down, call it a day, and try and prepare going forward.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Intended that time for Cooper. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. They'll fake the give to Ingram. Now Jackson. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. He was trying to get it to Seth Roberts. And it's 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Ricky, check it out, Ricky. Anyway.
That one looks like he'll throw here. That's into the hands of the tight end, Boyle. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. The Notre Dame man, Jalen Smith, able to get a hand in and knock it away. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
Number 53, Mike 53. We own them. 53 to lose. 53 to lose. Too little, Captain. Show it up. Show it up.
Now Jackson throwing again. Got a man. It's Brown. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And I think the game balls need to be distributed on the defensive side of the football, and I bet that you would agree.
Yeah, if you hold a team under 10 points, that's a job well done. Really well done. So I would say game balls for every starter and every key player who participated in this game.
Now, see, I only like one game ball. You're handing out multiple. Although I set you up by saying game balls plural, but
I like where we're going with this. You say one to represent like the best player of all of that, and I say multiples so that you keep everyone motivated and involved.
You're a man of the people.
I'm a man of the people. I thought I was the only child.
You get a game ball, and you get a game ball. Game balls for everybody.